The world outside was frozen solid. Our ship, the Arctic Explorer, was locked in a sea of ice, deep in the Canadian Arctic. The cold was relentless, minus 50 degrees Celsius, and the sun hadn't risen in days. We were supposed to cross the legendary Northwest Passage in winter, but now we were stuck, the ship groaning under the pressure. The silence was broken only by the wind and the ice grinding against our hull. Our mission, to explore how life survives in the polar winter's darkness and cold. We thought we were prepared, special gear, food, and a reinforced ship, but the Arctic has its own rules. Every day looked the same. Endless jagged ice, black skies, and a sense of isolation. The crew worked non-stop, running drills and monitoring the ice, knowing a sudden storm or shifting flows could spell disaster. Hundreds of miles from civilization, we were on our own, a tiny bubble of warmth in a vast frozen wilderness. The challenge was immense, but so was the opportunity to witness and study a world few ever see. We were here to collect data that could help us understand our changing planet. Already, the Arctic was testing us, reminding us how small we are in its grip. The journey had just begun, and the question lingered, would the ice ever let us go? The ship's spotlights barely pierced the darkness, making us feel like explorers on another planet. Every creak and groan from the hull was a reminder of the power pressing in around us. Survival here would demand everything we had. The Northwest Passage is a place of legends and tragedy. A sea route explorers once risked everything to find. Ships like Franklin's were lost to the ice, their crews succumbing to starvation and cold. For centuries, the passage was only open for a few weeks in late summer. A winter crossing was unthinkable. Now, as the Arctic warms, the ice is thinning, and understanding these changes is crucial. Our expedition aimed to gather data on ice thickness, ocean temperature, and how Arctic wildlife survives the polar night. The Arctic Explorer was built for this, a reinforced icebreaker with sonar, drones, and labs on board. We were following in the footsteps of legends, but with a mission for the 21st century. Our journey was both a scientific quest and a test of human endurance. The stakes were higher than ever. Success here could reveal the future of the Arctic. Before entering the most dangerous stretch, we stopped at Gioa Haven, an Inuit community rich in Arctic history. An elder named Thomas welcomed us, sharing stories of survival, the spirits of the land, and the meaning of the polar night. He blessed our ship with a Kulik lamp, its flame a symbol of warmth and guidance. But his blessing came with a warning. The ice is changing, no longer as predictable as in his youth. Respect its power, he urged. Technology is no substitute for deep local knowledge. The climate is shifting, and the ice is less stable than ever. His words stayed with us as we prepared to leave, a reminder that we were guests in this land. The Inuits' wisdom and humility shaped our approach to the journey ahead. We left Gioa Haven with a deeper respect for the Arctic and those who call it home. The elders' warning echoed in our minds as we faced the unknown. In the Arctic, respect and caution are survival. Our next challenge was the Bellot Strait, a narrow, ice-choked channel with fierce currents. As we approached, a blizzard hit, reducing visibility to near zero. The captain relied on radar, guiding us through shifting ice and powerful currents. Massive chunks of ice moved unpredictably, threatening to block our path or crush the hull. At one point, a pressure ridge blocked the channel, forcing us to search for a weakness. The ship strained as we pushed through, engines at full power. After hours of tense maneuvering, we broke free on the other side. Relief swept through the crew. We had survived the Strait's gauntlet. The experience was a stark reminder. In the Arctic, conditions can change in an instant. We were visitors in a realm shaped by forces far beyond our control. The Bellot Strait had tested us, but the Arctic's greatest challenges still lay ahead. Every victory here was hard won. We pressed on, humbled and alert. Beyond the Bellot Strait, we entered the true polar night, weeks without sunrise. The only light came from the moon, stars, and the aurora borealis. Living in constant darkness was disorienting. We kept strict routines to maintain sanity. The ship became our world, a bubble of artificial day in endless night. The darkness weighed on us, but camaraderie and shared routines kept spirits up. On clear nights, the sky was breathtaking, stars brighter than anywhere else. The Milky Way, a river of light. The auroras danced overhead, painting the sky with green and purple. We'd stand on deck, breath freezing, awestruck by the spectacle. The cold was brutal, but the beauty was unforgettable. The endless night was both a challenge and a gift, connecting us to the universe in a way few ever experience. Inside, warmth and teamwork were our lifeline. Outside, the Arctic reminded us of its wonder and power. Even in darkness, there was light and awe. The polar night changed us. Our mission was science, no matter the darkness or cold. Scientists drilled ice cores, revealing the Arctic's history layer by layer. We lowered CTD instruments through the ice, mapping the ocean's temperature and salinity. The data showed how climate change is reshaping the Arctic from the surface to the depths. Marine biologists searched for life, tiny creatures with antifreeze in their blood, thriving even in the polar night. The Arctic winter wasn't lifeless, it was a hidden, resilient ecosystem. We ran rescue drills, preparing for emergencies. Here, teamwork was survival. Every task, from research to safety, demanded focus and cooperation. The work was intense, but the discoveries were worth it. In the Arctic, science and survival go hand in hand. Weeks in, the elders' warning proved true. We hit a field of ancient multi-year ice, thick as concrete, stretching for miles. The ship struggled, then stopped, trapped, frozen solid. The engines roared, but we were going nowhere. The pressure on the hull was immense. A pressure ridge could crush us at any moment. Days turned into weeks as we waited, isolated and anxious. The crew worked tirelessly, trying to rock the ship free, but the ice held firm. Morale dropped. The thrill of adventure faded into a test of patience and resolve. We prepared for the worst: emergency drills, supply checks, evacuation plans. The scientists kept working, studying the ice up close. For most of us, it was a waiting game, staring out at the unchanging white. The Arctic demanded humility and endurance. We learned to respect its power and our own limits. Trapped in the ice, we faced the true meaning of survival. All we could do was wait for a change. After nearly 3 weeks trapped, the wind shifted. The ice began to rumble and crack. A lead opened a mile away. The captain seized the chance. Engines roared, ballast tanks rocked the ship side to side. With a thunderous crack, the ice split, and we surged forward. We were free. Relief and joy swept through the crew. We'd survived the Arctic's grip. Navigating the narrow channel of open water, we moved cautiously, walls of ice towering on either side. The ordeal had tested us, forging a stronger, more resilient team. We gained a new respect for the explorers who came before us, facing these dangers without modern technology. The Arctic had let us go, but not unchanged. We pressed on, humbled and grateful. The experience would stay with us forever. We had earned our passage. As we sailed into Baffin Bay, the sun finally rose, a sliver of orange after months of darkness. Relief, awe, and gratitude filled us as we looked back at the vast Arctic. The journey taught us about resilience, teamwork, and humility in the face of nature's power. The Arctic is beautiful, fragile, and vital to our planet's climate. Its ice sustains wildlife and helps keep the Earth cool, but it's under threat. Our expedition gathered crucial data, but the real challenge is protecting this wilderness. The choices we make now will shape the Arctic's future. We all have a role in safeguarding these wild places. The adventure doesn't end here. It's a call to action for us all. What will you do to help protect our planet's last great wildernesses?